And I think people took it the wrong way when they said that I bumped heads with Birdman. The whole time I'm like getting into it with the security, Bird kind of stood behind me puffing on his cigar like, yeah, Lil, like, yeah, handle my lightweight.
Any gangs in Baton Rouge?
No, it's hoods. It's hoods.
Yeah, and the crime rate stays up.
Yeah.
Top ranking like
that's just
with gangs.
That's just so horrible right now, man.
What is it? It's hot. No money and you know.
No, it's you shot my people. If you just with that side or you got that color on, we get you, right? That's how the gangs do. Nah, in BR, it's, man, everybody got the same gang mentality. Like, retaliation is a must. In Baton Rouge, you don't know who will shoot you.
You know it's gang, you heard me?
The local jail is called what?
East Baton Rouge Parish Prison.
That became famous within the last couple years. You know how I know it? From all the rappers coming out of it. So I'm like, that's that same building.
Oh yeah, that was.
So and so came out, so you know.
You not in the streets of Baton Rouge if you don't touch that.
London on the track.
Yeah.
You see, that's your fam.
Yeah.
For people who don't know who that is, tell them who that is.
He's like multi-platinum producer, one of the hottest producers in the game. Young Thug lifestyle, pass me the hookah.
You from Baton Rouge?
No, he's from Memphis, but he grew up in Atlanta.
Are you guys close?
Well, used to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was never a bridge being laid from him as far as walk into the industry or you know.
I can't say that. On the brisk of him getting on, like he would give me beats. Like I got a bunch of London beats I never paid for. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing in itself, you know. So I can't say he ain't never do nothing for me. But I can't say I've never got a proper introduction to anyone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was saying in a prior interview. And I think people took it the wrong way when they said that I bumped heads with Birdman. I ain't gonna say we bumped heads. I had just got out of jail and London had invited me to Miami with them. So I caught a flight. Man, shit crazy, like some movie shit. I catch a flight 2 days fresh out of jail, straight to Miami. When I get off the flight, I get a truck pick me up and take me to like a Tinsel Town movie theater. Birdman had the whole theater rented out for him and Rich Gang, just him and about 20 people. They in there watching American Sniper.
Yeah.
So I just fell in and watched the movie. You did. We left there and went and did some more shit, whatever. But we ended up going to his condo and he was working out when we got there, so he wasn't there when we first got there for London to introduce me or, you know, for me to speak or nothing like that. So when he walked in the kitchen from working out, he had spoke to his security and everybody. He spoke to London, he spoke to everybody, and he just walked past me and didn't acknowledge me, you know what I'm saying? So once that happened, I ain't really taking no kind of way neither, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't say nothing either. So about 5 minutes later, London bring me outside on the balcony. Like, man, you can't act like that up here. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, man, you gotta speak to Bird. I'm like, man, that ain't speak to me. I'm like, you know, where I'm from, when you walk in a room, like, you speak to everybody. Like, acknowledge me, I would've. Then I'm looking at him like, you ain't say nothing either. You ain't say, oh, Bird, this is my cousin who's doing, you know what I'm saying? At some point during the trip, he ended up doing it, but it was just bad timing, like, you know what I'm saying? And then he wanted to get on my ass about, like, basically not kissing ass. That's how I felt, you know what I'm saying? And shit, that's how that shit went. But I'm gonna tell a small story about that trip. We ended up going to Live, and
What's Live?
Club Live on Sundays.
Okay.
I think that was the Sunday we went. And it's the time when Birdman and Weezy ain't really seeing eye to eye, you know what I'm saying? And Weezy DJ, Stevie J was DJing that night. And I guess Bird had gave him a GTV chain back when they was cool. And he wanted that bitch back. So he telling them that he with, like, man, I want that chain, go get that. So them like bum rushed the DJ booth to take the chain off his nigga. But Lil got some like top-notch security. Them like UFC fighters and in black suits with like the earpieces, like the Secret Service and shit. Like no cap, they in there like that. So they kind of get the tussling in the DJ in the hall of the DJ booth to get to the DJ booth. They tussling and shit, and they had like a Bird girl was with them, and Thug's sister was with us too, one of Thug's sisters. And they had like an African security guard. That boy come moving shit, like flinging people around trying to get to where the tussle going on there. You know what I'm saying? And one of the people he kind of like pushed to the side, like flung around, was like Thug's sister. And I kind of like called her, you know what I'm saying? Or if I ain't catch her, somebody else called her, or she called herself, I can't really remember. But I ain't like this shit. That shit kind of had turned my light on, you know what I'm saying? So I grabbed the security. I'm like Cube on Friday, like, man, this a female. You know what I'm saying? So me and this we having like this standoff, me and this face to face. I ain't gonna lie, this like 6'6", about 220 solid, like, you know, and he ain't backing down. I ain't backing down. You know what I'm saying? We just, bitch, come on. I'm like, what up? So he like taking his jacket off. I'm like pulling my pants up. We finna fight, right? They got security. That boy come like he with them, but he see what's going on and he see who it is. Like, I ain't saying that he see me, but he see Birdman behind me. Now I ain't know the whole time I'm like getting into it with the security. Bird kind of stood behind me puffing on his cigar like, yeah, Lil, like, yeah, handle my lightweight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I see Bird behind me. I really got to go hard now. Like, shit, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna show my ass in this bitch. So I'm like, man, what you want, do something? So like, man, no, man, y'all chill out. He like, man, he don't speak English. He talking about the African who I'm getting into it. He like, he don't speak English. He don't know who y'all is. You know who doing. He like, man, I'ma calm him down, bro. Just chill out. You know what I'm saying? So he diffused the situation. You know what I'm saying? And then he the same one went in the little tunnel where they was tussling and he broke that shit up. Kind of like, I guess he comped them about or just, you know, getting shit straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the shit ended up dying, but I was just tripped out how Birdman was behind me with his cigar just blowing that bitch like, you know. I'm like, all right.
So while you saying that, I'm thinking in my mind, even though y'all might have had no words to say, it was cool. It was cool.
Oh yeah, it was definitely cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have had me around like in the section and all that if it wasn't cool. Yeah. It was just that London had noticed that I didn't speak, and he ain't know if that shit had rubbed dude wrong. You know what I'm saying?
At that time, but I mean, it all ended on a good note.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was going to the studio, all kind of shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. I still was never formally introduced, like, to where I would say he know me or I know him. I just was around. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to react to that situation with the security. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. Like I'm saying, like I kind of told you earlier, like I don't want to get stuck into doing interviews. Like I did the first interview to kind of just give people insight to who I am. And a lot of people who do know me, they know me by A1 or A1 Whistle, and I just needed to kind of get people familiar with who Zay is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I did it. And a lot of stuff that I spoke on is real delicate. Like I haven't spoke on it ever because of it being so delicate. But it's like, if I don't come get my flowers, if they don't want to give me my flowers, I gotta come get my own flowers. And anything that I'm telling is not in a negative perspective, trying to down nothing that nobody got going on. I'm just telling my side of the story. Like I was there, you know what I'm saying, and I've been overlooked for a good little minute, and I'm really, really talented. Like I don't want nothing that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? I just want my due diligence. I want what I deserve, you feel me? And if it's just a small platform and a fan base for me to make some money and feed my family, then I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to go back to the streets and do none of the shit that I used to do. That shit dead. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I met with it. So anybody that I spoke on, like, yeah, it's all love. I ain't trying to rub nobody wrong. It's just my truth.
Drop the phone, baby.
You was able to talk about Ivy, what he robbed a jewelry store or something?
To my knowledge, that's the story I've always heard. He went to jail for some like that.
Okay.
I know they didn't hit for some rollers, like some whole movie jewelry heist type issue. So this shit I never heard of. I think he got shot during the hit too.
Yeah.
When people speak on him in music or period, when I speak on him, like, it's just, he was the first of his kind. Like, just gone too soon. Like, he did a lot of great shit and would've, man, bro, yeah. We might have like really seen like a Baton Rouge Birdman. You know what I'm saying? He had a vision way before, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga really had a own clique, like a 30 man strong, everybody can hold their own, and that's because of him. You know what I'm saying? The nigga a raw.
How old was he when he died?
I'm not sure, bro.
Like mid-20s?
Maybe 20s? Something like that.
Yeah.
When Trina came down and performed, I guess her thing was calling somebody up on stage and like doing her little routine, like she giving them and giving them a lap dance and shit. But she chose him to come on stage, right?
Yeah.
And up there doing this boss stuff shit. Hey, that his mouth did like my shit way back then.
Right.
Yeah, it was no bullshit. This shit was like this back then. Man, that nigga pull out about 10 grand and throw that shit in the crowd, make the crowd go crazy. Trina fell in love with him right then and there. You could see it all in her eye. Oh, that nigga threw a 10 ball in the crowd, just fuck it. Yeah, I'm living like that.
Say out of all the motherfuckers who was there, right? Why Ivy? Why she choose Ivy?
They got that glow. She seen that boy on the front row. She like, oh yeah, get him up here. You know, Trina a real boss. She know the real deal when she see one. She seen that boy. She wanted that boy up there. That boy went up there and cut up too. Hey, okay.
Yeah, it's probably murder, I could buy the verdict. I might change my IG name to I be serving. Toppers walk a flock of flame when we out in person.
Anyway.
Your teeth, man.
Yeah.
Is that the norm in Baton Rouge, or is that like a
Yeah, a lot of niggas got their shit did. I ain't gonna care. Look, I'm on FaceTime with self-made Shark. You know, Shark shit flush too. So we all on FaceTime. My shit glittering, Shark shit flushing. Yeah, my homeboy, he ain't go get his shit did yet. Then Shark like, man, you got to go get your shit did ASAP. He like, yeah, bro, cause y'all, you know, who do out. Like, man, it's crazy cause that it's just it's
top and bottom.
Yeah.
Can you say how much what you spend on something like that?
Depend on what you want. You know what I'm saying? I'ma tell you, a lot of niggas getting wrapped across their head because they paying for a name, like who did it. You know what I'm saying? They want, cause you know it's that Instagram shit. They won't say, such and such did it. You know what I'm saying? I went 30 with such and such. You know what I'm saying? Which that's cool, but I ain't no consumer, man. Like I want what I'm spending for my dollar. I don't care who the fuck did it. Do my shit right. You know what I'm saying?
So they spend 30 on them motherfuckers.
I mean, something 30 about the top dollar you gonna spend.
That's
like
a nice car.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it G. I spent a cool 15. Yeah. If I would have went to one of them high name niggas, I would have spent 20. You know what I'm saying?
Can you say who you deal with?
I went to a jeweler in Houston. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I ain't gonna, you know. Okay. That's just cause I don't want nobody in my mix, you feel me?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What if you wanted to change it up? Can you change it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna change my shit this summer. I wanna go add some baguettes in my shit.
I would probably be afraid to wear them, you know what I'm saying?
Why is that?
Like, too much attention?
Like, yeah, sometimes.
You never feel like, you know, motherfuckers watching too hard? Or?
Nah, cause I'm a low kid. Like, I don't even really open my mouth that much. You don't even know what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get the short end of the stick when you stand up, but I was still dropping music with no fan love. I always knew I had the shit to give them anthems. The thing that was supposed to help me wouldn't answer.
I'm putting projects out, I'm shooting videos, I'm doing features. I got this rap shit going on, but the money that I did make off rap was off ghostwriting and just being around the right entourage and helping with the situation and they making sure I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? So I could say I made about $250,000 just fucking off doing that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I made a lot more money in the streets. And that was what I put my time and energy into, but it would fuck with my career. It would set me back. Like, I don't think people understand, like, they like, oh, you ain't consistent. How can I be consistent? I got shot. How can I be consistent? I just did a year in jail. How can I, like, when I get home, I got kids, I gotta get back to it. I gotta do what I know how to do, and going to the studio ain't gonna pay me right now. You know what I'm saying? Dropping a tape online ain't gonna pay me right now. I wanna do it, you know what I'm saying? Then when you're doing shit on your own, like I pay for all production myself. I pay for all studio time myself. I pay for all videos myself. I pay for all promo. If I got to go to a show and do it for free, I got to spend my own gas. I gotta go get drippy. I done spent the cool meal just trying to do this shit. And people be like, man, you ain't doing enough. Like, what the f you want me to do?
It's part of that independent game.
Yeah.
That shit dope, bro. And when it surface with that independent, that's why I have so much respect. You gotta,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's why I tip
bro.
my hat to Dolph.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Any run-ins with him? Any collaborations with you and Dolph?
No collabs, but he was in New Orleans performing at a strip club one night, and I'm in there doing what I do, throw money and shit. That boy, that just chose my section. That came performed in my section the whole time he did his set.
Yeah.
We right there rocking out with him.
Hey, I put your bitch and told her I see you around. Y'all just skip town with you. Hey, y'all just put an 8 in the 2 liter.
All on camera with me. I think I got it posted on my page. Like that's a raw night I had in my life. Like,
did you get a chance to chop it up with him?
just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But not much. You know that fucking music be loud in the club, you know what I'm saying? But I could tell, like, he was real approachable, you know what I'm saying? Shit, if I had like a little 10 to spin, he probably would have came did the verse for it, you know what I'm saying? I felt like that's the kind of nigga he was, you know what I'm saying?
Get paid, get paid, get paid. Feel so big and
Long as she's looking for she just a thirsty little bitch. Get you a trophy. She going up to the achievement. Add them to the river for the reason. It like a Willie Beamer. I look up in Beamer. Boy, I know hard, they'll go, yo.
Who is he?
I'm Zay. My real name's Xavier. King Gemini. May 23rd. Like, Gemini's got this bad stigma. Like, you know, we some huffed up ass people, but we really just misunderstood. Like, I really get along with Geminis. Like, a lot. My girl is a Gemini. My daughter Gemini. Like, you know, bulk of my friends, like dudes that I fuck with that I ain't even know. Like, years later, I found out, like, man, when your birthday? I'm like, oh, I'm a Gemini. I'm like, oh, that's why we rock. Cause like, I understand that Geminis are in a battle with themselves. Like, they have like a personal battle going on. So when they don't seem right to society or they having them social anxiety moments, it's because of what's going on with the twin, you know.
I hear Gemini could be real hard on themselves.
Most definitely. So a lot of the times when somebody else is being hard on a Gemini, like, they don't even have to do that because the Gemini is doing that constantly to themselves. When they react to something, they might be a little vindictive or trying to get back, but they really like hurt. When you hurt the Gemini, they're gonna hurt you back. That's when that other twin come out, he like, fuck this shit, nigga. So when you're a Gemini, it's like you have to really get in tune with yourself, find out who you are, and learn how to control it. Because once you learn how to control it, it's like a power, like you could use it.
Racks on your soul play. I'm the Reaper. My little cousin owe me one, so you gon' die for cheaper. Put a quarter on it and like a car meter.
How much money do you need to get out the streets to go legal? Let's have that conversation. I don't think it's much. A 10 ball, a 20 ball.
Knowing what to do with it. Huh?
Yeah. So let's think about the niggas who done seen hundreds and just deciding to just keep doing what they doing.
It is 100,000 right here, 105,000, whatever. But fuck it. A lot of this came from selling.
No, it ain't hard to find me. I be posted with killers beside me. Think that I'm lacking, I give me an ID. No, I ain't bluffing, I dare to try me.
I feel like rappers, the new rappers, they want the rap shit so bad. But I feel like before the rap shit, they don't really be in the streets. Cause a lot of them make it young. Like, you know what I'm saying? The demographic is 18 to 22. You know what I'm saying? So when did you really jump off the porch to be doing the shit you rapping about? You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, that shit started young like a motherfucker.
All right. So let's say you was doing some of that shit when you was young. Where's your juvenile record? Like, you just wasn't getting caught. You know what I'm saying? All right, but this is what I'm saying. Okay, they're popular from high school or wherever they're from. Then they get the rap clout. Once they get the rap clout, they start doing all the street shit that they been trying to. What I'm saying is a nigga want to prove something to theyself. So it's like, I know I ain't did none of that shit, but now I got around me. I got the money, the power, the respect. Start trying some shit. Niggas start doing some shit they ain't never did before. After they done made it. It's like, nigga, crazy, nigga. I was doing all this shit trying to make it.
Wow.
Still trying to make it. So when I make it, I'm definitely not doing that shit no more. Beef with you, you gonna have to come shooting around this bitch to get me to start shooting back. Period. Like, I'm not gonna be trying to come fuck with nothing. Like, not after I made it. These niggas be on, like, starting wars.
Look at him come around me acting gangsta, I ain't buying it. He tried to run off, I dumped the Draco where his spine is.
I don't know Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't to rub him or none of his people wrong. You feel me? But I hate to see living in the situation he in. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, at the peak of your shit, you dealing with this shit. Was that shit really necessary?
Rapper Pooh Shiesty is facing prison time after pleading guilty to a gun charge.
What I'm saying is, you don't have to entertain shit. You don't have to fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They choosing to.
Left the pearl in the dope man hand on the set cause I got plans bigger than the desire project.
The Slim thing, you had a relationship with Slim? You guys?
I wouldn't say that. I've had conversations with him. I've been around him through other people. I went to school with producer Keno.
Okay.
Keno did a lot of beats for C Murder, you know what I'm saying? He did beats in the Trap with Nicki Minaj. A lot of people don't know that. That boy did the drums on Kanye West Can't Tell Me Nothing, cause he fuck with Tune. This nigga right from Baton Rouge. Keno lit.
Keno from BR.
Yeah. Real legend. Yeah. Real legend. He just real low key. A lot of people don't know it. He runs Atlantic Motown. Man, he run that bitch. He's like the president.
I make mine if I go to jail. They hating on me. I got that land truck on Sprewell. They hating on me.
We got some beef from Keno. Okay. We ain't got no beef from Keno.
What about BG in a relationship or conversation though?
Nah, I got a song with him because I lived in Orlando and I used to fuck with this artist named Drop, No Rookie Drop. He was signed to DJ Pro Style. Pro Style was the DJ on 106 and Park at the time.
Okay.
And he had my little partner Drop saying it. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that boy Drop had Fabulous on this album, BG, DJ Khaled talking on this shit. That's just like, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that boy, Gorilla Zoe featured on it. That got an extensive feature list on his album. And BG sent him a verse. He got the record, man. That boy called me like, where you at? I'm like, shit, I'm at the house. He's like, man, get to the studio right now. I got a record for you. I get there. It's him and BG on the record. That boy put me on that with him. I don't even really understand the multitude of that at the time, but it's like, man, I'm on a record with BG. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I didn't get to, get in the lab with him and, do it how I would like to do it, but it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a record with BG on the Strand of Drop.
You know it's gang, you heard me?
The local jail is called what?
East Baton Rouge Parish Prison.
That became famous within the last couple years. You know how I know it? From all the rappers coming out of it. So I'm like, that's that same building.
Oh yeah, that was.
So and so came out, so you know.
You not in the streets of Baton Rouge if you don't touch that shit. Like, I mean, I know some real niggas who like don't have no records that skated by, but for the most part, like, even if you just like doing a bare minimum, like, but you're going to jail. Yeah, you gonna touch it.
Is it the same for rappers when they going out? Rappers treated the same or they treated a little different?
It depends on what kind of rap clout you got. Cause like, Baton Rouge got a lot of rappers. When you from Baton Rouge, like everybody with the bullshit. So like, they with the whoop the wham and jumping around and wanting to fight and all that there, and they in jail for whatever they in jail for. And then you got the rap who making some sting, got some clout out here. He might be in jail, but the people in jail that's in jail with him don't really know of his street credentials. So that's where it become where you gotta get jail clout. Cause I don't know you from the streets. I know you rap, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really know if that shit check out like that. So now you're gonna have to get jail clout. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, yeah, I know you rap, but he rap too.
With these bitches, yeah. Boy, you know, BBG can't fuck with her. Can't fuck with that bitch, man. Why side, baby? Yeah.
Any gangs in Baton Rouge?
No, it's hoods. It's hoods.
Yeah, and the crime rate stays up.
Yeah.
Top ranking like cities with gangs.
That shit's so horrible right now, man.
What is it? It's hot. No money and you know.
No, it's you shot my people, and everybody in Baton Rouge feels the same way. Like, so okay, now I'm coming to get you, and then once I come get you, your people gonna be coming get me. Yeah.
And that almost sound like some gang shit though.
Yeah, but this like, it's small, everybody family. In bigger cities, it's gang retaliation because the gang gotta buck each other up to go do shit. Like, man, you know they killed such and such, so we gotta go, we just gonna get one of them. They don't even be trying to get who did it. If you just fuck with that side or you got that color on, we get you, right? That's how the gangs do. Nah, in BR, it's, man, everybody got the same gang mentality. Like, retaliation is a must. In Baton Rouge, you don't know who will shoot you.
That's scary.
People are willing and able. So once you come playing around here, we going around there. And once it's on, it like what they say, beef ain't never scarce, it just die down sometimes. Once it's on, that shit on. Ain't no calling that shit off.
Say, bro.
Well, that's Baton Rouge mentality.
Got a host like a trap out. I turn the kitchen to cat house. Got that Lamar on them, alright? Soon as they hit it, they pass out.
Y'all out in Atlanta right now, what?
I used to live in Atlanta. Atlanta is where I pieced up and became blood, you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, through, that's when I used to be rocking with London and 808 Southside. 808 Mafia, Southside. Okay. That's like big blood, big homie, you know what I'm saying? And I used to just be around with them like in the club and shit, and they was beefing with some Crips at the time. And be getting it on. And niggas just broke it down to me like, shit, when we in the club and you know, them still off on one of us, or they go get the shooting at us, they ain't gonna be like you ain't a blood. They gonna be like you with the bloods. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I lived there at the time, and I got pulled in. I ain't tripping. I'm peed up. You hear me? But I used to be staying at Walker House, Walker Flocka. You know they blood too.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm really tight with his brother, Woo the Kid. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I used to be staying at Walker House in the basement, just recording and doing shit with London and Woo. I never really got a chance to get a relationship with Walker, but Walker like the first big blood in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? That when got with T. Rogers and, you know, really got it right. But anything I do right anyway too. So once they pulled me in and I, you know, used to be fucking with them, I really tapped in back home to bumping. like on Elm Street, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got some real big homies up that way, you know what I'm saying? This is a situation of a ain't got no mama or daddy, like, or no brothers or nothing to really stand on. That become his family for real. And then they watching each other back.
What you think about Charleston White? Are you familiar with him?
Yeah, he funny to me. At first, when he first came on the scene, I heard some shit that I kind of agreed with here and there, but I think he just like to hear himself talk to me.
You hear about the reform stuff and how he help out in the system and get people off and help the system see that people couldn't.
No, I don't really know nothing about that, but that's what's up. You know, I mean, anything that he's doing positive like that, I really support. I mean, he's very opinionated about people real life situations, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't really here for that.
Boy, you call that system drip, I must be lit. Spend my inner with you free, so we been getting. Yeah.
The streets of Baton Rouge had to explain Zay. How would they explain it? In his total rawness, real straight up.
And they gonna tell you that bitch the real deal, you know what I'm saying? Ain't much I ain't did, you know. I done survived wars, I done been around all the killers, all the big dog drug dealers, all the raw rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't really glorify none of that shit. I feel like I was lost. I was caught up tripping out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't nobody grabbing me like, oh, you know you could be doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I'm from, you get glorified for going to jail. You come home, they throw you a party. Everybody posting you on their social media, you know what I'm saying? You busting up with that, like, so you'll get caught up in the wrong shit just to keep your persona going. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that's what they be doing, but that's what you be doing.